From Neural Newscast, this is Buzz, tracking what's trending and why it matters.
Get ready for your daily pulse check on internet culture. I am Lila Grant.
And I am Jonah Klein. You're listening to Buzz, where we decode the trends everyone is talking about on X and beyond.
Jonah, if you haven't been looking at the sports side of your feed today, you're missing a literal digital battlefield. The World Cup semifinal between England and Argentina has basically taken over every platform.
It's been impossible to escape, Lila. And it's not just about the goals. The context around this game is so heavy. It's like 40 years of history all coming to a head at once.
Exactly. According to NPR, this wasn't just a semifinal. It was the revival of one of the deepest rivalries in the sport. When people talk about England and Argentina, they aren't just talking about football. They're talking about the 1982 Falklands War and that infamous 1986 quarterfinal.
The hand of God goal. CBS News pointed out how that Maradona moment still haunts the English collective memory. It's wild to see General Z fans on X posting clips of a game that happened 40 years ago to explain why they're so stressed about today's match.
That historical weight is what makes it so viral. It's not just a game, it's a narrative. The New York Times The Athletic was framing it as this ultimate battle, Messi's quest for another title versus an England squad that's been desperate to bring it home.
The atmosphere online was electric, but let's be real, Leela, it quickly turned into heartbreak for one side. The phrase, "it's coming home," was replaced by some pretty somber digital silence once the final whistle blew. The mood shift was instant. One minute, everyone is posting memes about the British Empire, and the next, it's just total devastation. And right at the center of that storm is Harry Kane. He's been trending for hours. The BBC reported on the sheer emotional toll of England's exit, and you can see it in the way fans are reacting. It's a mix of respect for his career and that crushing feeling that the window might be closing for this generation. The Athletic actually had a really deep breakdown of his performance. They noted that while Kane is legendary, the pressure of leading England through these high-stakes knockouts is a different beast. On X, the debate is split. Half the fans are defending him as the greatest striker they've had, and the other half are ready to move on to the next era.
It's the classic sports cycle, Jonah. You're either the hero or the personification of the loss. But even with England out, the World Cup discourse is still peaking because of the sheer scale of the event in 2026.
True, but I think we need a bit of a palate cleanser after all that heartbreak. Let's talk about someone who isn't even in the tournament right now, but is still somehow winning the internet.
You're talking about Erling Haaland. While everyone else is sweating it out in the semifinals, Haaland is apparently living his best life in Texas.
Leela, I did not have Haaland as a cowboy on my 2026 bingo card. CBS Texas caught him at Wild Bill's Western store in Dallas, and the footage of him trying on hats is pure gold.
He's a giant Norwegian striker in a 10-gallon hat. It's the kind of visual that's tailor-made for viral success. CNN even featured him as their look of the week, calling it a high-fashion glamour moment. He's leaning into this Viking in the West persona. There's a smart business angle here too, Lila. The Athletic pointed out that this isn't just a random vacation. Haaland's team has a very specific commercial strategy. They're building his brand in the United States while the global spotlight is already on North American soil for the World Cup. It's brilliant. He's not playing, so he's making sure he's the main character of the offseason. He's taking over Dallas, doing fashion shoots, and becoming a meme all at the same time. It just goes to show that in 2026, you don't have to be on the pitch to dominate the conversation. You just need a cowboy hat and a sense of humor. From historical football grudges to Haaland's Western era, it's been a massive day for sports culture. We'll keep tracking how these stories evolve as we head toward the final.
The internet never rests, Leela, especially not during World Cup season.
That's it for today's Buzz. I am Lila Grant.
And I am Jonah Klein. Thanks for hanging out with us.
This podcast is for informational purposes only and does not constitute an endorsement. For more digital trends, check out buzz.neuralnewscast.com. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.
This has been Buzz on Neural Newscast, tracking what's trending and why it matters.